This is Sheila Corona. Welcome to New Light Streaming Love and Sassy Seer Sheila, as this will be seen on both channels. This is, I had not planned on recording. I've been busy doing other things today. And as I came across this when something said, turn it on right now. So here we go. The lie of tomorrow. Anxiety, presence, and the substances that keep you disconnected, by Jason Gray. Anxiety is not a condition. It is not a malfunction. It is not a disorder to be corrected. It is a spiritual signal, a distress call, a desperate message from the soul that you have left the now. Anxiety is what happens when you are no longer in your life. When your mind has drifted into shadows of the past or illusions of the future. When you are not grounded in your body. When you are not in your breath. When your awareness has been hijacked by noise, control, fear, or addiction. In that disconnect, the body panics. The heart races. The breath shortens. The body knows you are no longer here. The past is a graveyard. You cannot live there. You cannot change it. People wander its tombstones daily. The, quote, what ifs, the guilt, the nostalgia, the longing, the shame. The past is not a place to go. It is a record, a memory, an echo of what was. It exists only as a distorted archive in your brain. Every time you return to it, you abandon your present self. You stop living. You become a ghost of your own life, haunting timelines that no longer exist. The future is a mirage. The future is where anxiety breeds. It is unwritten, and yet people try to script it daily. They try to control it. They overanalyze it. They forecast their pain ahead of schedule. They pour energy into imaginary disasters and then wonder why their body trembles. The future does not exist. It has no form, no presence, no shape. It is a fantasy. Trying to control the future is a form of spiritual self-sabotage. The harder you try to control it, the more anxiety you create because you are attempting the impossible. Anxiety is what happens when you are not here. The body only exists in the present. The body only occurs in the now. The breath only occurs. No, I'm sorry. The body exists only in the present. The breath only occurs in the now. When your attention is lost in time, when your spirit is stretched between regrets and predictions, your body goes into alarm. You feel dizzy, scattered, overwhelmed, out of control, unsafe, empty. This is not a pathology. This is a summons, a call to return. Wow, in In the book, The Soul's Journey, it talked about that as well. Wow. I feel like that's a true statement here. Enter the false medicine, escape disguised as healing. This is where the lie gets louder. Instead of being taught to come home to the now, we are offered 100 chemical escapes. Marijuana, alcohol, pharmaceuticals, psychedelics, benzos, opioids. They are called medicine. They are labeled relief. They are branded as healing. They are numbing. They are distracting. They are distraction. They are chemical ways to leave the present moment again. Let's be brutally honest, marijuana is not medicine. It is modern spiritual escape. There is perhaps no substance more aggressively mythologized than marijuana. We are told, quote, it is a plant, it is natural. It helps with anxiety, it calms you down, it opens the mind, it is spiritual, it expands consciousness. No, it absolutely does not. What it does is dull the mind. It suppresses the presence. It removes clarity. It scrambles energy. It makes you feel relaxed while your nervous system actually enters deeper dysregulation. Marijuana does not calm you. It disconnects you from your alarm system. It creates the illusion of peace by numbing your awareness. Over time, it hollows you out until you are empty. It eases drive, slows cognition, dulls emotional range, lowers testosterone, weakens memory, suppresses dreams, increases paranoia, fractures presence. Worst of all, it convinces you that you are healing while keeping you locked in the very cycles that broke you in the first place. Marijuana is not sacred. Marijuana is not the gateway to enlightenment. Marijuana is the exit from reality dressed in plant-based clothing. Alcohol, the socially sanctioned self-erasure. Alcohol is not, quote, fun. It is poison. It hijacks your nervous system. It lowers inhibition by lowering consciousness. It fractures memory, speech, intuition, and self-awareness. It is worshipped socially because it helps people escape themselves. What do we call a society that makes self-erasure a favorite ritual? We call it sick. Anxiety after drinking is not just a hangover. It is your body screaming to return to presence after being chemically exiled. Pharmaceuticals profit from perpetual pain. Then there are the pills, the SSRIs, the benzos, the mood stabilizers, the chemical handcuffs offered by a system that teaches you nothing about root cause. These pills do not heal, they trap, they blunt sensation, they manipulate serotonin. They teach you that peace is found in compliance and numbness. They are not tools. They are shackles. You were not born with a deficiency in pharmaceuticals. You were born with a soul, a body, a breath. These are the tools you were meant to use to navigate reality. The cure is not a substance, it is a return. What you are really longing for is yourself, present, whole, unnumbed, undrugged, undistracted. You are not broken. You are disconnected. The path home is not chemical. It's spiritual. It is somatic. It is real. It starts the moment you say, no more escape. I want to feel everything. I want to live awake. The only moment that exists is now, right now. As these words appear one after the other, they are already passing into the past. The only moment you can live is in the one you're in. Not the next one, not tomorrow, not someday when you're fixed or healed or ready. Now, in this moment, you can put down the pipe. You can pour out the drink. You can stop taking the pill they said you would need forever. You can sit in the silence. You can come back to yourself. Presence is healing. Presence is the only peace. Presence is the only place peace has ever lived. When you return to it, the anxiety fades. The body softens. The soul exhales. Not because something was added, but because the distraction was removed. The challenge. Prove me wrong. Here it is. The challenge you've been avoiding. Quit all substances for 1 year. Yes, all of them. Narcotics, marijuana, alcohol, psychedelics, pharmaceuticals under safe medical guidance if required. All of it. Detox. Clean out. Let your nervous system recalibrate. Let your body remember what real presence feels like. Let your soul come home from the decades of exile. Sit with your triggers. Feel the discomfort. Let it all surface, undiluted, unfiltered, unescaped. If after 1 full year, 1 clear, present, substance-free year, you can look me in the eye and say, you were wrong, I was better off high, numbed, fogged, or sedated, then I will listen. You won't. I have stood on both sides of the fire. I have lived the lie. I have whispered the justifications. I have called escape medicine. I have used pain as an excuse to stay asleep. I crossed through. I answered the challenge. And on the other side, I found my soul. I found my peace. I found my breath. I found the truth that no substance could ever simulate. The present moment is everything. Anything that pulls you from that is a liar and a thief. This is your invitation. This is your reckoning. This is your return. Wow. Well, just like Jason says here in this writing, I too have come through that fire. I ran so hard from myself, from my awakening, that I damn near ran myself off the planet. Over 10 years at death's doorway. At the time that I got myself off of all the pharmaceuticals that I was on, there were 14 different medications. Oh, the number of pills I had to take in one day to get all those 14 in, because many of them were multiple times per day. I had an entire case all labeled. I was a walking zombie. Well, I didn't walk very well, actually. And I was on oxygen 22 of the 24 hours in a day. How present do you think I was? The answer to that is not very. Pretty much not ever. Yes, it was difficult. And yes, many days I am in great physical discomfort, but I'm happier than I've ever been. And so I'm not a doctor, neither is Jason, and I don't advocate any kind of medical advice or treatment in any way, shape, or form. I'm just sharing my experience, as is Jason. And I will say that if you need someone to chat with, I'm here. I'll do the best that I can. I'm not, again, not a doctor, not a counselor, not a therapist in any way, shape, or form. All I can do is be an ear and share my experiences. That's it for this one. I hope that you will move towards that which brings you joy in each moment that presents itself to you. And even if it doesn't feel very joyous, whatever it is that you're looking at or having presented to you, there is always more than one way to see it, to experience it. And we never know what is right around the corner. It's just a matter of presence. Until we meet again, my friends, be well.